So Shiru starts crying uncontrollably.
Kwa gari.
Wait. So nakaa na niko na mabags amemwiba, this is domestic violence. So unaangalia tu kwa hapo zile za mob justice na angalia.
So the person I was dating then and the person James was dating then had a thing.
So I call her and I tell her, now you're pregnant. I don't have money.
Another news.
Yeah, just so you know.
So like now the highlight is you need to know mimi sina pesa. As a matter of fact, unaona hii gari hata inajaribu kuiuza. Now the next 2 months we still went on dates and road trips and things like that, but she would go all the way to giving me her money. She wouldn't pay in public. So she'd be like, so how much do you think we're going to spend? I don't know. Okay, this is 20,000, this is 30,000, shika. Eka kwa mfuko. So we get there and we get to the car. We tunakata hizo ticket. I don't even know how to go about it. Si tumeingia tu. India Murang'a.
Welcome to One-on-One with Kajim, where real people share real stories that inspire and transform. From raw truth of the highs and lows of marriage to business, street smart tactics from founders who cash the checks and the powerful voices behind humanitarian change, Kajim sits down with the people making it happen. New episodes drop every Monday and Thursday. One-on-One with Kajim, where every conversation hits home.
Hi my good people and welcome to One-on-One with Kajim. This is the segment that we all love, Marriage Works. And in this segment, I've always been telling you, this one, we are going to talk bold, authentic, the real love stories, the stories that you have been wanting to hear. And that's why on today's episode is a special one because, let me tell you, these are my good friends. And now, it becomes now a challenge when you are hosting friends because I know them so way much. I know them too much. In a way that probably you will also guide us because tunaweza jipata tumeanza kuongea vitu zetu. Ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome none other than the James, the Finewoods. Wapi makofi ya James and Wanjiro. Hey, how are you guys?
Well, how are you?
Yeah, me I'm
good.
fine.
We're good.
How are you, Wanjiro?
I am fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, tuko Muthaiga.
Tuko Muthaiga.
It's a beautiful
Karibuni
place.
sana Muthaiga.
Asante.
This is Kajim Events. And I'm so happy to see you. You guys, you are glowing. You know, when I was inviting you, I wondered how Wanjiro, by the way, if you know her at a personal level, ni mkali huko nje, but when it comes to camera.
Mbele yake ni mpole.
Mbele wase ni
Very calm.
Very calm. Yeah. Karibuni sana. How have you been? The last time that we had, I think, even where we are going to start, it is from the last time we had a glamorous wedding in Sawela. And you guys, you can buy off the hotel. We are coming there. Tulipiga harusi kutoka Friday, Saturday, all the way to all the weekend. Yeah. And even for our fans maybe to know you, maybe you can start even by introducing yourself for our fans to know you. Yes, karibuni sana.
All right, I'll allow my wife to go first.
Wow. All right. So my name is Wanjiro Githinji Munywa. Munywa is my husband. Githinji is my father. And I am an entrepreneur. A lover of life.
You love life.
I love life.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah.
Hey, that's a good introduction. Do you love life, Wanjiro?
Yeah.
So myself, I'm James Njuguna. I would say I'm also an entrepreneur and an architect by profession. And I think by virtue of having a wife who loves life, you end up loving life.
Yeah.
Because now life is good.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you have someone who loves life, then it means your life is good, so you have to love it.
And you guys eat life, eh?
Well, Eating is
eat live.
It is relative. Yeah.
Munapiga venye inafaa. So let's start, because now your story is one of the amazing stories that in our banters, tukipiga tu banters pale kwa njeri, tukikula nini. It is one of the captivating stories that I've ever come across, and especially from within my close circles, about how you guys met. Because it is amazing. It is amazing. And our listeners and our viewers would like to know, watu, unajua nyinyi ni wale maselebu wenye tunaonanga akina James na akina Kajim na akina Kabiwa Jesus na akina Dhukus na akina PKs, but we would like to know this couple. Who are they? We would like to know them, and that's why we have brought you here on One with Kajim, so that we can know that story. Let's start. Where did you guys met? And in this, we are going to hear each and everyone perspective on how they met. Starting from Wanjiru.
Wow. So how we met, it's a very interesting way. So the person I was dating then, and the person James was dating then, had a thing. Yeah, so they... What to say? Okay, yeah, they had something going on. And I'm the one who found out first. So when I discovered that, and I was very devastated. And you know the way you want to dig deeper, because it's something you had really invested in, like the relationship. So for me, it was like, you're so broken and you want to get to the bottom of things. Like, hey, huyu ni nani?
Ebu tuende pole pole. Well, let's go back there. The person you were dating then,
Yeah.
The guy
yes,
had a thing with
the girlfriend.
the girlfriend.
My
Yeah.
ex.
Your ex. Yeah, it's good to clarify. Yes.
The ex
Wa
James.
Jemo.
So ulikuwa unaongewa?
Hapana? That's why nimesema ex.
Okay.
Ex.
Yeah. So I think when I found out, I was vengeful. I was very, like, I really wanted to get to the bottom of things. Like, hey, who is this? And from a curious perspective.
Yes.
And when I was seeking closure from my then partner, he mentioned that the person now he's with is James's girlfriend.
Ex.
Yeah, ex-girlfriend. And he happened to mention the name James Njuguna. I was like, yeah, okay. So I need to look for this James Njuguna. I find out what he was not doing right, so that we get to the bottom of things.
Okay.
And to cut the long story short, I checked him out on Instagram. And, you know, like, if you've gone through a breakup, you're very bitter. You're very angry. So I was like, yeah, so you see, you are the reason. Okay, your girlfriend is with my current.
Yes.
And I really want to get the bottom of things, like what really happened. And yeah, I reached out on Instagram, and now he can continue from there.
Did you know that your girlfriend was seeing someone else?
No. As a matter of fact, I had broken up with a lady about a year after I met Wanjiru. So during this year, I was transitioning from... So I went to Strathmore for my first degree.
Yeah.
So I was transitioning to Norway to do my master's. So this year of transitioning, I was in the middle of... I was running a few businesses here and there. So I was in the middle of, closing some of them, selling some of them. I was given a buffer of 1 year so that I now transitioned to Norway. So during this 1 year, we had broken up, say, for example, for context, maybe in January, and I'm meeting Wanjiru probably in December. So during this whole year, we're just in the process of, ninaenda, siendi, nafanya. You're not very sure. So during that time is when now my ex was hitting it off with Wanjiru's current boyfriend. Yes, so at the time, current boyfriend at the time. Yeah, so you find that for us, we had finished the face, but you see at the point where these two met, they met when immediately when we broke up. So the story is quite interesting.
Yes.
So the Wanjiro's ex happened to be someone I knew. I wouldn't say it's a friend, but it's someone I know. All right. So he used to be in a business that my previous, now my ex was interested in. So the dad, well, it's an interesting story, and for the interest of context, I will not probably delve too much deep into it, but I just referred my ex to this guy, enda kwa huyu atakusaidia. You understand? So it was I would say it was more or less a through pass, but now that we are done with each other,
Yes.
now you transition. Even that's my friend. So you just want to show someone I don't have bad motives. The fact that we are in that those last phases of our relationship where things are not working, then they're working, and they're not working. So it's like, I know someone who can help you with whatever it is that you want.
Yes.
Hey, so kumbe she needed more help than what I was sending her for. So yeah, and that's how I think they met.
Yeah.
And a year later, I meet Wanjiru, and we meet in church. All right, so we fellowship at work. So Wanjiru comes to our church, and I'm looking at this person who's DM'd me. So for her, she's DMing me for vengeance and things like that. But me, I see a beautiful girl, and I'm like, yeah, okay, who is this?
So who DM'd who first?
I did, because I'm the one who discovered who the boyfriend to the girl was.
Who this James Njuguna is.
Oh, you
yes.
Yeah.
You pulled the.
So I'm like, hey, so your girl
Is
is messing me up.
Yeah, so I'm like,
Better fix your things.
that's not my girl, please. That ended like a year back.
Yes.
Yeah. We made peace with it. So for now, interestingly, me, I'm like, okay, who is this girl? So I see a very beautiful girl, and I'm like, okay, I'd want to know who this girl is. So I rip through the Instagram, and then I'm like, oh, this girl actually comes to our church. So there's something interesting about trouble, challenges, or hardships.
Yes.
The moment you're in a turmoil, the one place that you really run and hide is probably in church and kwa God. Yes. So you find that whole year, hey, hakuna seminar nilikuwa na miss. I would rather, even if I was in Mombasa, if there was something in church, I would come.
Yes.
So you'd find if they have a live recording, if they have maybe a conference, Nini, I would always be in church. So in the process, I also met other people who also probably were in the same needs,
Yes.
like I was. So there was one person here, you've not done anything or looked at each other, but you're feeling, hey, you're not a bad person, leave you. So it was a mixture of that. And then now I meet Wanjiru, who has now the guts to even DM.
Yes.
So I go through the page, and I'm like, okay, so yeah.
Not bad.
And it picked up from there. And that's when now I think you DM'd me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, so you see, when you're stalking someone, you actually even go to who are our mutual friends.
Yeah.
Yes. So I see I see the guy's page having followed Wanjiru. So I ask him, so we have, like, I think it was like the fourth or fifth question. I see, the first question was, hey, Nini, then the second question was, then I replied, and I was like, so I want to be like, now I want to maintain the conversation.
Keep it going.
Yeah, I want to keep it going. So I was like, hey, so I see you in our church. No, I was in this church because my cousins were doing a concert here, and I was coming to support them, and all that. And I was like, okay. And I see you're affiliated to so-and-so. So she was like, I think let's cut the chase. I'm going right in. And she was like, no, this is my ex, and we broke up because of your girlfriend called so-and-so.
Yes.
I'm like, okay. So it was so interesting. So I remember that's the time I had just bought like another car, and I was so interested because like I was like, I used to love road trips and things like that. When the car is new and you don't have a lot, you don't have responsibilities and nini. And plus, maybe in the next 3 or 4 months, I'll not be here.
In this case, which is this car?
It was a Volkswagen Golf.
Eish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's those cars that vijana wanapenda.
Yes.
So at the time I was a kijana. So I asked Wanjiru, can I meet you then after church? And that's how we had our first meeting.
Yeah.
That's in September 2nd. On September 2nd, 2018.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
you still remember the day?
Yes, at Gigiri, the Cold Stone. That's where we met. Immediately after church, yes.
Yeah.
Eh?
So it's the first conference that year that I didn't attend. Like, you see the way churches have something in the afternoon. So probably we have a guest speaker in the afternoon. So that one I didn't attend. So I was going to see who? Wanjiru. So, yeah, she can tell us why she was meeting me that day.
So for me, first of all, I was looking for closure. I think I like getting to the bottom of things. So this girl that I have a problem with because of what happened, I really need to understand what happened and at what point did she come in. You know, like the way you're really invested in a relationship and you didn't see something coming.
Yeah.
So imekupata off guard. So you want to get to the bottom of things. So that's how now we met with James. But the other thing, I also wanted a selfie with James.
You also wanted?
A selfie.
Yeah, she was.
So that when I post it, this kagal can say, oh, by the way, utanichezea. So me, I was going for vengeance. Okay, sorry. Hana. So, I remember when now we met at Coldstone. He happened to be a very nice guy, and he still is, and very funny. Yeah. So he told me, I was very direct. I want a selfie. I don't want much. I want a selfie so that I post, ndo nani asikie vibaya. Sawa? Ndo hata aone, tusicheze.
Yes.
So, thank God for a very sober person. James told me, baby, you'll have enough selfies. I don't think this is the right time to take photos. Let's make sure you're whole. There's no point. When I get selfies, we'll take enough, but not today. So for today, tell me what happened. And I don't think that's the best approach.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm wounded. And he's offering a listening ear.
Yeah.
So we talked. I think we were leaving at around 11. We met at around 2 p.m. We were leaving at around 11.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
p.m.
Wow.
So we've talked. So, you're venting, you're angry, and now he's kind of clarifying things. And he happened to be very funny.
Yeah.
Extremely funny. So for me, I was, this guy is nice. So he dropped me home. And now from that, now it became consistent. Like now we have to meet because before you leave for Norway, we have to travel and make enough memories so that by the time you're leaving, at least, he's leaving, we've established a friendship. And also, he wanted to make sure I'm whole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, could we say that this was love at first sight?
Was it love at first sight?
No, I don't think so. I think I just met someone who, at that particular time, was extremely wounded, and it was not my position to take advantage of this person. Because for me, my interest was, I have probably taken enough time to, heal from whatever it is that I need to heal
You had
from.
one year.
Yes, I had 1 year, one whole year.
She was fresh.
She was literally fresh, like I think a few days.
Yeah.
So I realized whatever it is that she wants to do, she is not sane of mind. You understand?
That sounds wrong.
I would say it was temporary madness because the aggressiveness was too much. She was furious.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I realized I will give her whatever it is that she wants now.
Wow.
But then what does that leave of me? Like, what will I have gained? Taking advantage. Because it felt like I was taking advantage or encouraging you to indulge in a battle that necessarily doesn't have any results, even in the long run. So I told her, you know what? I used to sell notebooks, like the Ankara notebooks. So I used to be a jack of quite a lot of trades. So I used to
Mwana
have this and
biashara.
this. Nilikuwa tu mwanabisha. Hii nabakisha lete. So as long as it could fit in the car and things like that, I could try as much as possible to see how to make ends meet and things like that. So I gave her a notebook, and I remember that notebook was very special to her. So what I did now, I realized it's like assuming I just want to quote unquote you to think of you being given sort of a timeline.
Yeah.
So you're under palliative care and you've been told, Kajim, you have only 3 months.
To do this and this.
Yes, like to live. After this, you're normal. So I'm telling you, we lived life as if we didn't have tomorrow.
Because now you're going to Norway.
Yes. So I was sure, I just want to make sure that by the time I am leaving, this girl is okay. Okay? Even in my head, I am leaving. I have even now gone home and convinced my mom. Now I'm sure I want to leave.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I tried, businesses, I was like, okay, I think it's time to try something different. So I remember I dropped her home, and the following day I asked her, can I meet you? Can we go to Naivasha? Like that. So in between September and March of 2019.
Yeah, 2019.
Oh my God, so much had happened. But the truth of the matter is, in November, I remember I was talking to my mom after dinner, and she was, naona vile wanashukanga matuta wakienda kulala. So we had broken news, some news to her.
So this time now you have fallen in love.
We're not fallen in love. We are experiencing
We are friends.
life together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we are traveling. It's that time we went to Tanzania. Like, we really, really traveled. Road trips, we travel. You think about travel. We really traveled. So I think we also developed, I would say it was a Stockholm syndrome. So where you feel like you're together for so long, so you think you're in love. Or you fall in love with this person. So we felt like we've been caged by circumstances, and it's us against the world.
Yes.
Yes, so this one is receptive.
But you are vibing.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
vibing. At that particular time, you're young, you also don't know what love is. People really mistake love and lust and love and liking and love and convenience. Love is totally... I'm just realizing love is something totally different. And long story short, somehow, we find out that we are pregnant. And that's the first time she takes my name. So she goes and does a pregnancy test, and she decides, naitwa Paris Munywa.
Eh?
Yes, and she sends me the pregnancy test.
So hii road trip pia ilikuwa na maneno.
Nilikuwa na maneno.
Tuseme tu, but it was not on the road.
Nice one.
Yeah, so...
Eh?
And I see it, and first of all, I freak out. Now, by the time she's sending me this, remember I'm selling businesses, I'm closing some, I'm even giving out things za nyumba.
So you're going to Norway.
I'm going to Norway. So by the time I'm selling businesses, I have probably some little reserves that are going to take me through the whole of these 3 months. I mean, you don't want to go back to your parents and you start asking them for money because you need to take your girl out. So I remember when she told me that, the first thing is that I decided to propose. And I asked her, will you be my girlfriend?
Yeah.
So I remember at that particular time I used to, he's still my friend up to now. He's called Ben. And I remember I told him the story. And he just said, ukipanda hiyo ndege ukienda. I think he's the guy who really contributed. Like, he didn't even know when he was saying it. But ukipanda hiyo ndege ukienda, utalelewa mtoto na wanaume huku Nairobi.
What?
Yes. So that's the first guy who told me that. So I was like, now what we're going to do, we're going to go home and we're going to tell mom. So I think we're talking about month 2.
So now before you go to meet mom, how did you receive the news as a man? Noting the fact that you have been selling businesses, you were not ready, honestly, because you are going to Norway.
Yeah.
How did you receive the news now as a man to man? You receive news on yourself.
So first of all, it was scary. I remember now, after the news, we went to visit their cousin, who happened to be our neighbor during the first year of marriage, because we moved into the same block of apartments.
Yeah.
So we visited them and we had a nice night. Now I've received the news like today morning. So in the evening, can we meet and now talk and think about this? Okay, so we meet, we just have a good night, and we sleep. And the following day, I go to the rooftop of that house and I sit down and I start thinking, and I was like, you know what? But I was like, I'll tell this girl the truth. So I called her. At that particular time, her business was doing extremely well. It's still, like, she's still running the business to date, but at that particular time, it was doing extremely well. So I started having those thoughts for, this girl is not with me because of what I have. Like, literally, she has everything. Like, she doesn't need me. So, hata kama ni the rebound situation and all that, there has to be something beyond this. So I call her and I tell her, now, you're pregnant, okay? Number one, we are not going to get rid of the baby, okay? But I don't know if I'm going to still go to Norway, and I still don't know what to do with this information, like moving forward. Yeah. But all I know, we are keeping the child. So she looks at me, and then now, it got a little bit emotional, and I broke down, and I was telling her, now, I personally, the way you're looking at me, I don't have money.
Another news.
Yeah, just so you know.
So like now, the highlight is you need to know, mimi sina pesa. As a matter of fact, unaona hii gari, hata inajaribu kuiuza. So there was a business I used to do for cabbages. So I used to sell cabbages. So we used to farm in large scale. We used to take like 2 trucks of cabbages in each of the major markets in Nairobi and Mombasa, Kongoya and Marikiti. So I used to take about 6,000 heads of cabbages every single day. So it was during that period where it was a little bit dry. So what happened is that it rained. When it rained, of course, when you're in business, you have a loan here and a loan here and a loan here. So when you start doing the math and projecting Nukomele,
it's not mathing.
It's not mathing. You've already, by virtue of that rain just raining, you've lost 40 shillings per head of cabbage. And you're talking about a pivot that has about 35 heads of cabbage, 35,000 heads of cabbage. So I was like, now, when the rain starts beating, it's crazy. So I told her, sasa ujue, mi sina pesa. When you accept me, just know, first of all, it is okay. The money was there and all that, but because of this Norway thing, I sold the businesses. Even this car, I want to sell it. And I'm telling you, if you want to know it's hard to sell a car, try selling a German car or a European car.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's one of the hardest. So we tried selling. So eventually now, I have a relative who owns a car yard. So I just told him, pick the car, go try and sell whatever it is that comes off the car. That's okay. So the idea was to sell everything that I have since I'm relocating and settle at least the debts. Okay? So I had just projected that these debts probably will start, zitaanza kunisumbua. All right? They will become a menace probably in the next, I don't know, a month or two, in a few, because there's no sustainability of income. So I went to the bank and I told them, hey, listen, I want to clear this. How much was the balance? Good thing they were not like big debts. They were very, very small debts. So we cleared. They were logistical working capital debts. So I told her, and we cried off huko juu na tukalia na akasema sawa, no problem.
Oh.
Yes. She was like, it's okay. See, may happen. See, let's see what life has in store.
What was in your mind? Ile time yenye alibreakia hizo news za hana do. Na here comes now you have now a baby.
Okay. So the thing is, from the get-go, I was not with him because of money. It's not like the first thing I saw. Number 2, it was not intentional. It's you're wounded, you're vulnerable. You found probably what you're looking for in terms of someone who's listening to you, shoulder to lean on, and then road trips. Ooh-wee. Gone. So when he told me he didn't have money, I was okay with that.
Oh, wow.
I was okay. Honestly, I was okay with that because the business was, my business was doing okay. And then at this particular time, I'm even worried about the baby more because you need to leave. It's not something we have planned about. So how does this whole thing work? So I'm like, hey, even though nitakuwa single mother. And I started, and then nika make peace with that, because nilikuwa najambia it would have been a bit selfish for me to say it's not okay for him to leave. So I was okay with that. But first thing first, no, you have a baby, and it's not something we have planned. In fact, tunajuana, we were not we had not known each other very well. Okay. So, I was not devastated. I was not surprised. I was okay with him not having money, because he's an amazing human. Yeah.
Wow. So utaenda sasa kubreakia mom news.
Yeah. So the following day, we finished. Now I've figured.
Tumaliza kulia.
Tumemaliza kulia. Now the person I want to, like, we're in this mess with, because at that particular time it was a mess.
But she gave you a relief of sorts.
Yes, she did. But you see, she's given me a relief of it's okay. But what does okay mean? You understand? Does it mean
it's okay what?
Yeah, like I started thinking, hey, even ndio mtu anaanza kukaa kwa nyumba, bibi ndio anaenda job, and it's not like it's a bad thing, but I was just now thinking, like I started validating why some of the scenarios or situations happen, and I was like, wow, hey, unaweza jipata, una understand? So, but she was amazing, because now the next 2 months we still went on dates and road trips and things like that, but she would go all the way to giving me her money. She wouldn't pay in public. So she'd be like, so how much do you think we're going to spend? I don't know. Okay, this is 20,000, this is 30,000, shika. Eka kwa mfuko. Pay for entrances, pay for fuel, pay.
Oh, so in this case, you are the man.
Yes.
Doesn't want to look like me
and I'm telling you, till to date, as much as we run the business together,
yes,
if we're someone outside and I'm just telling her, just pay, let me go to the washroom, I'm telling you, it doesn't sit well with her. Because I think the way they've been brought up is the man is the head.
Yes,
So,
that's a good lesson.
you need to take charge. So we go tell my mom, so we get there, and my mom looks at us when we enter. Remember, we enter, we park, we leave the parking, we are walking towards the house. There she's looking at us. I think she had sat somewhere on a balcony. She's just looking at us. Anyway, it's okay. So it's the second time she's meeting Wanjiru. So remember the first time when we went to visit her, it was too late. We couldn't go back home. So we decided to sleep over. So now we started living Ilya. Now I'll give you my room. I'll sleep in the living room. So my mom is like, but anyway, so she lets it slide. So we go after dinner. I just tell her, now, we need to tell you something. You're going to be a grandmother. And she becomes ecstatic. She's happy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's happy. She is happy. She's like, yes, nee. And I'm like, why are you happy? This is when you're supposed to be mad and all those things. Like, why are you happy? Relax. Like, let's have the conversation about school and all that. And she decides that's okay and everything. So we go through the night and everything, and she says it's okay. And she starts, because my mom is a doctor, she starts now coming up with plans of this is what you need to take, those pregnant cares and all those things. Those, like, she literally takes Wanjiru and she's like, now we have a son, a baby who is coming.
Yes.
So we didn't know it's a boy at the time. So, and we move on, and the following day we wake up and we, move on with life and things like that. So my mom calls me and tells me, Sasa, I remember she told me, go to mtu so and collect your passport. So I'm like, oh, Fuchs, I'm still going. So I go and collect the passport. It has the Schengen visa, okay?
For Norway.
Yes. So it was a Schengen visa. So it's a visa that helps you, like, you can access those Schengen countries. But now, I'm like, okay, so see, I collect the visa and the ticket. I can order the ticket to where? Your ticket is to marriage. So come, we plan. Leo tunaenda kwa kina Shiru before hiyo mimba ikuwe kubwa.
Wow. Now this is your mom.
Yes.
Hata ni cancel trip.
Ali cancel trip na fees. All the fees that had been paid in that school.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And she said, you're going to stay back and you're going to raise your child. And you're going to marry that girl.
I hope the parents who are watching this are learning something about that act of kindness from mom.
Yes, and she became so supportive. I remember the time I used to live in South Sea. So I packed my things and went back home. like the little things that had left. So I remember I gave out like the entire household. So I used to call, if it's the guy who used to deliver gas, unataka fridge, chukua. Unataka kiti, chukua. Like, take. Yeah. And I went home. And I'm telling you, that was somewhere in December. So in March, actually on March 16th is when we did now our fast. Like, okay, not the first one. In March, we did a few visits. You know, we trying to, yes. And that tumejisema.
Now you're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, but we are not, you know, accepted. Especially wakina Shiru, because, you know, they are Christians, they are straight like this. Like the dad is as straight as a ruler like this. You know, my mom is noble. I think by virtue of, I don't know, okay, it has happened. So, so let's move now.
Yes.
But the dad is like, so she started telling Shiru, I thought I'd walk you down the aisle and nini. So akiambia Shiru hizo vitu, Shiru anakuja na name. Mimi zina nyuma. I'm like, no. God, this is not how I envisioned life. I remember this time I don't have money. Who has money? It's Wanjiru now. And to make matters worse, her business is doing extremely well.
Yes.
So around January, she decides, you know what, before this baby comes, I need to fly myself out to a vacation. So she goes to Dubai and leaves me. And now leaves me the company.
That sounds very mean.
It's true. She left me because now I was telling her, hey, now I think I can raise this and this and this. Utalipa ticket. I was like, hey, ticket. Hiyo pesa ndio ya kukula Dubai. So anyway, we'll go later.
Yes.
But good thing is that last week we were there, so I'll cancel. Your debt will cancel.
Hey, nice.
So she leaves the business. She leaves me her phone, her bank ninis, and everything. I'm like, hey, this girl can be daring. Like literally, the fact that I've impregnated you, we don't know one another.
Yeah.
But we had already started developing feelings and all those. So now the depression came in when I started seeing the money that's coming into, like the money she's receiving per day. And I'm like, hey. Kabisa, even ndio mtu wekwa. Kabisa.
Sasa ya biashara yake.
Hey. And she's only gone for like a week or 2 weeks thereabout. So she comes back, I'm handing over the cash yenye nime receive. Like nakatuka.
Faithful servant.
Like a boy. And now we start planning to go and, you know, kwenda fast kujisema, kumenya mushie. So the thing is that in Kikuyu culture, when the lady is pregnant, you can't call these things names.
Yes.
You just take. And we had a very colorful ceremony on 16th of March, 2019. Yeah. Leroy was not born. My dad had not passed on. So my dad also, we tell my dad the news and he's so happy. He comes.
Wow.
He blesses us. We're prayed for. And it's a full-on ceremony. So what my dad-in-law did, he made sure, because I don't know if you guys will ever come back, let's make sure that this is a wedding. So it was literally a very big ceremony.
Wow.
And
So dad Ali accepts.
I'll accept. But it'll take time.
It'll take time.
Yeah. Mom.
My mom was shocked, but then she was also worried that anasikia anafeel kama ni rebound because we are very close. She was aware of the breakup. Na alikuwa ananiambia, you've not healed yet.
Yeah.
So are you sure you love James, or it's just a phase that will probably, you know, with time utaboeka. So me, I'm worried. But the fact that you have a baby, it's okay. But that's not enough reason for you to settle. Yeah. My dad was disappointed because I come from a Christian home.
Yeah.
Like strict. So, first of all, breaking the news to him.
And she's the firstborn.
What?
Yeah.
He was disappointed.
But later atakuja ku accept.
Later atakuja accept. But ata accept zile za huyu ni nani? Jimmy, huyu James ni nani?
Ni sawa, but who is this guy?
Yeah, who is this guy? Because ni mtu hawajai muona. Yes. So it's new. Hata wako shocked. But I feel like our story is God ordained because I don't think we'd have settled with each other.
Yeah.
Mi ningesettle na mtu mwingine. He'd have settled down with somebody else. But looking back, I'm like, hey, I'm glad it happened that way. Yeah.
So mmepiga hii sherehe, imekuwa kama wedding. Mmebarikiwa.
Tumebarikiwa, pigwa bahasha ingine hapo proper. I remember when we got that envelope.
Na sasa na nani?
See now the parents, like the friends, nini. Like I think my dad-in-law gave us such a fat.
So who sponsored this sherehe, the 16th?
My mom and like CC tumeenda udhoni and all
Yes,
that. So it's my mom. Like literally, I remember I'm broke now. Broke
This is how the concert broke.
So we go and they put
And you have supportive parents.
a lot.
Wow.
Both on our sides. Very.
So hata hii sherehe inapangwa wewe.
Hakuna sidhani.
Kuna kakitu.
Hata
Hakuwa nayo,
sidhani. Sidhani kabisa. Like I'm even trying to think. Actually the reason why I'm thinking is like yani sikununua hata crate ya soda. Yeah, and my dad at the time was working in Meru. Both my parents are doctors.
Yes.
So my dad was also a doctor, but he passed on that same year, 2019. So he came with, you know, everybody. So una imagine wa kutoka Meru wamekuja. Yani it was such a big sherehe. And then we're looking at it. And then the reason why Shiru is saying it's God ordained, there's a friend I had just met like a year earlier or things like that. So I was like, oh, you have a Russian, I'll take care of your suit. Hey, I'll take care of this, So you find that
Bills too.
Yes,
Cleared.
everybody, yes. So, and that's when we realized the value of social capital. Yes. That time and now,
Later.
on our, like in our wedding, right? And let me just take this opportunity to thank you first, because you were one of the people who made that day very successful and possible.
Thank you very much.
So we get a very fat envelope, okay?
Sasa during hii sasa.
Lakini sasa hii time mimi nimepatiwa msichana na nilishwa kwa chini tunaombewa niko zile za Father Lord. Hawa wanaenda kukula nini? All right. So we've looked. So you see, remember that building I was telling you went to the rooftop? We got a house there.
Yes.
So even that house, the deposit nani amelipa? 1-0. So and from where I come from, that's not normal.
Yeah.
So, and in Kikuyu, I started asking me, who to kill? Like, who will you be emulating?
Yes.
You understand? So I was like, hey, we had like a very major fight because of curtains. Because even in this process of I don't have money, I still have that taste for finer things. Let's use this curtain. Na pesa si zangu sa iyo. So Anjiro is like, wait. These are curtains they can pay a rent for maybe another 6 months.
Tutulie upangwe.
So, but I'm here, so we get the envelope and things like that. And then, so now you can't even go for a honeymoon because you don't know we are married or we are not. So I remember we went to that hotel and I opened the safe and they put the money there.
It was good money.
Yeah, it was good money. So it's money that lasted us for almost like 6 months. 6 to 7 months. About. Yeah. And actually, and we didn't start off life. I wouldn't say, like we didn't start off life in a flat. It was a proper apartment.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. So we
Mtoi atakam.
Mtoi hata bado hajakam, tumepatiwa furniture. So unapata kuna friend ya huyu amesema nitawabaia kiti, mzee unavule mzee anapatia nanga kitanda. Like that nyumba ikaja. So we didn't even need to use this money. Wow. So this money was to survive. So yeah, we moved. Our first house was in Kikuyu. Yeah, a very nice place. So we moved in and we started. So now, before we even now moved to the house, I'm looking at this girl and I'm like, sasa utakuwa unakula nini? You understand? There's a baby on the way.
Bado ile kitu inakusumbua.
Inanisumbua.
Na sasa uko na envelope.
Yes. And I remember I prayed and I told God, there are 2 things I don't want to ever miss when I open that fridge. Meat and milk. Like, unajua ile wanasemanga tulikunywa strungi. Niliambia God sitaki kusikia kitu kaa hiyo. So now Norway is cancelled and all those things and life starts. And now we are literally living off Shiro's nini. I try Forex.
That is news.
Yeah. I opened an optical shop. I had a very big optical shop in Nakuru. So my mom, of course, fully sponsored by mom now.
Yes.
Amejenga kwa zile jaribu biashara ya miwani si mbaya. Anaona yako kanaenda kukufa, anafungua kengine huku. Anaona huyu passion yake iko hapa. And we live there and you know, my dad falls sick. He's in Nairobi hospital, then passes on. He had colon cancer and CKD, so he just passes on, and it becomes a very hard time.
Na hii time yote mjukuu bado hajakuja.
Anakuja July.
After mzae.
Just before mzae pass.
Oh, so your dad got a chance to see the baby.
And prophesy a lot to them.
Kabisa.
That's and they for a whole 6 months.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, so sees the baby, is happy. He's happy that it's a boy. Anaanza kuambia my mom nilikwambia ndazaliwa kwanza, those two meanings. So it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, my dad-in-law is also now trying to build a relationship with na huyu ni nani. You understand? And I can easily say I talk to my dad-in-law every single day.
They're friends.
We are friends like this. Like Nile hata
the man that alikuwa anashangaa huyu nani.
Yes.
Later became the best friends of friends.
That baby that alikuwa anashangaa now, why would you come now in this day? They are the best of friends. Like we don't see our son on Friday evening. Anakuanga tu either ameenda kwa guka yake and things like it's crazy. The bond is amazing. And I would say we are the 3 boys who probably have a very special bond in that house. Me, my dad-in-law, and my son. Yes. So you find we can hang out together. We can literally get into the car and travel, just the 3 of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So at what point will you fall in love? Because this story
I fall in love, bado.
Where? So I think now that we have started living together, ndo najiuliza by the way, ni nani? So you start questioning a few things. Of course, as a human being, you question your decision. But then the thing about James, even while he was broke, he used to wake up, go market whatever it is that we were selling then, I was selling. And an ambassador client, he used to work extremely hard. Wow. As much as in the evening he'd come home, nothing. So you're frustrated.
But it's a good thing.
Yes.
That hakuwa ati anakaa tu hapo.
I never stayed in the house. Never.
At some point we sold duvets.
Yes.
We'd go discover things.
When COVID hit, we sold masks. We would sell everything that would come across.
Yeah.
Wow. So ukukaa tu hapo useme, sasa wacha ni mama.
Never.
There you go, my man.
So I think we've fallen in love slowly over time.
Even after the baby.
Yeah, even after the baby. Kwanza that time for the baby, first of all, we are 2 different humans. We've not known each other before. So me and my way of thinking and his way of thinking have to somewhat align. But before we align, to clash. Because I'm a frugal person. I will want to spend the least amount of money on something. So I'll bargain, I'll do all those things. Him, he eats life with a big spoon.
Yeah, I can attest.
Yeah. So, of course, there's clashing over finances, not at a big fight, but in that, badala tununue maziwa ya this, see, we buy this brand, bado ni maziwa. Kwake maziwa si maziwa. So, of course, we fought along the way, and now, pole pole, we fall in love. I think we fell in love. How long now? I don't know. I think for me, the second year.
This is interesting.
It's the second year when we moved now after COVID.
Yeah. Because even when we are going to get our son, Leroy, we had another fight.
I think that's a whole story. That can't be summarized in one story. That one, I think we need to come back and probably give it.
No, you can tell them. It's okay.
Yeah, so,
What happened?
I think at that particular time, it's now maybe 7 or 8 months into, I don't want to call it marriage, into the staying together.
Yeah.
Okay? So I was hit by something called the delusion of Gwanda. So delusion of Gwanda is where you're a cat, but when you look in the mirror, you see a lion. All right? So that's why it's a delusion. Okay? So,
Umesikiza sana motivation speaking.
So, what happened? We didn't want to deliver through CS.
Yeah.
Wanted a normal delivery. So we used to walk a lot. A lot. So remember, even in this whole struggle za kumeharibika, kumefanya nini, si ulilipa tu deni huko, ile gari vile uliuza ulibakisha tu pesa. I went to a junkyard and picked a very old car. It was a Caldina. So your gari, I think, to buy 200k. So and then we went and put it somewhere. It was supposed to be painted and things like that. So that's the car that finally we were using. So hiyo ni ile time naambia Shiru, hey, mimi siko baya, and I'm saying this with utmost humility. I've not used matatus. So I don't know how to do this.
Yes.
So kuna haka kagari, mimi nililipa ile 200. Kana nilikulipwa 80 ya kupaintiwa, then katoke tu.
Tukue na
gari because sasa naona ndio mtoto anakuja. And of course now, as the personalities are different. Like the first time I met Wanjiru, nilinunua mattress yake nikapata amepanga do. Like ni watu.
Choma.
Ni watu. You know those frugal people who like they don't want to go for the best. And you know, I think we've had this conversation before with even like you guys when you come home and there are things you're like, you know, we will not use this. Let's have this and this and this. And it's taken time slowly to get her out of that because it's a system that has been inculcated.
But you are forgetting she's a businesswoman.
She's a
So
super businesswoman.
Value for money.
Value.
Yes. And I normally tell people where you see Finewood today is because of this woman. Yeah, that's why we are still like we're able to move. And she calls a cousin. Yeah. And now the cousin tells her. So now my mom is uko checking those like big hospitals. So from Kikuyu hapo chini, Karen, there was like she was like, I want you guys to deliver from here and nini and we'll sort. But now we had that pride for akisiko baya. We will not allow ourselves live through the shadow of, even with our responsibilities, we are burdening our parents. It should be the other way around. So I started, getting accustomed to the fact that now the money is only coming from this side. So there's only, there's the maximum to which I can have control. But that is me talking to myself. For her, she was like, this is our money, let's use. However, let's use sparingly. Just not choose to use. But you see that thing I've told you, the delusion of Gwanda? I'm looking at the mirror, I am a cat, a kitten. For that, but I can see a tiger on the other side.
That hasn't changed.
No, right now I think.
Okay, yeah.
The tiger has come. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and me, I'm telling Wanjiru now, I think let's check Aga Khan. Hey! Wanjiru's like, Aga Khan? What do you mean Aga Khan? Delivering how much? Hatuna insurance, hatuna anything. So that's that. Now the cat seeing the tiger. And long story short, she realizes this guy, if he started going this direction, atatutupa. Na tutakwama hosi na tutaanza kuchangisha. So now, kumbe she's having a conversation with the cousin. I'm telling you, that's unasikianga hiyo mbele ya watu ni mpole. Wanjiru convinces you, si ile ya kuforce ya pole. Anaku before you know ulienda, you've flown into the horizon. I'm like, so there's this cousin of mine. Wow, there's this hospital. Hey, it's in Muranga. It's really, really nice.
That is in Muranga?
Yeah.
And you're in Kikuyu?
Yes.
Yeah. And we don't have a car yet. Like the car is still
haijatoka bado.
Kwa garage.
Bado imekwama huko 80,000. Jaribu naambia fundi, naweza kupe 50, 30. Shiru ako zile za no. Hiyo gari toki hapo na deni. We clear it or not?
Tuende Muranga.
So tuko huko tuna walk. So where we used to live, it was very scenic. It's around Alliance. So there's a very big stretch where you can walk about 10 kilometers. Ukipiga hiyo, and it's in between trees, and it was really nice. Up to date, we really, really love that place.
Wow.
Because it's quite scenic. Like, we love nature. As you've seen,
Yeah.
the rustic and all that. Like, for us, we'd love to live inside wood, literally. So we see the place, and I tell Wanjiru, now, let's go and see the hospital. So it so happens that this hospital, again, is, I think, our dad-in-law's friend. Right? But we don't know that. Even the cousin doesn't know that. We only realize that later when now our parents are coming to the hospital to find out what's happening. So I tell Shiru, now we'll go and check. Because she was almost term. I think she was a week late.
Yeah, a week late.
Yeah, she was a week late. So we was like, let's go and let's carry the bags. In case it's nice, we do what? We proceed. But let's not tell anyone. Because I knew if we tell our parents, that idea will be shot down immediately. As a matter of fact, tunaweza ona wamekuja hapo saa hiyo.
Achukue
Na Shiru achekiwe into a hospital. But we were like, no, this is our responsibility. We need to take it.
Wow.
So we go, and it was crazy. So now we are using motorbikes and matatus, because now it's gotten there.
Yeah.
So we take a motorbike to Kikuyu.
Oh, maybe that was dangerous. I will not try that
Imagine,
again.
and we are sharing one bike. So it's the baby and Wanjiro, and I am behind. And we go, and I remember I was so depressed because like, wow. But then the thing is, over like throughout my life, I think it's a background I was given maybe by also my grandmother. I have always been thankful. I'm always grateful for everything. I do not see a mistake or a crisis as something that will shoot me down.
Yeah.
So we get to Kikuyu, we get into the matatu down to Kikuyu. Tuko sawa. I think sijui tulikosaniana Westlands or something.
Town.
What happened? Town.
Town.
Oh, yeah. What happened? Oh, so now we had said since we were going to Murang'a, I think we had mentioned to my mom-in-law, because my mom-in-law and Shiru are quite tight. And my mom-in-law was like, hata vile mtafanya, mniambie, nitaambia driver walete gari. Mfanye nini? Muende nayo. So she called the mom, and I think the mom was just busy. She was working.
But we said it's a checkup. She didn't know much.
She didn't know much. She thought, yani tulikuwa tunawambia, we've gone to scout. You know, it's just, we are looking, is it a nice place? So she didn't know actually what we are going to do. We also didn't fully know. We just said, let's go prepared. All right? So we get into the car, we go all the way to town, to Kosawa. So she's calling the mom. She called the mom, I think, twice. She didn't pick. But the mom was not picking deliberately, because even the idea for her sending the driver in the car was her idea. But I think, you know, the way you're at work and you get caught up.
I think she was in St. Francis. She was in hospital at that time.
Oh, yeah. Yes, she was at hospital. I don't know what she was doing. So she didn't pick. Okay? Not deliberately. What we learned was not deliberately. And even the support they had given us in the course. Unajua ile yenye mnakaa mnasikia mmeletewa waru, mmeletewa nini? Izo. Like, they kept on checking up on us. So, I think now, because her emotions were too high, she started feeling betrayed.
Yeah.
Sasa to make matters worse, tuko huko town. Mi niko na mabag, natembea huko, natembea. So I'm walking so fast because, first of all, I'm not very conversant with town. Okay? So, but where we need to get the matatus are huko downtown. Zamoranga. So it's crowded, it's congested, it's nini. Me, I'm just trying to make my way. So for her, she feels like I'm not proud of her. So namwachanisha. Msichana, pregnancy is to term. All the way actually past term. So we get there and we get to the car. We tunakata hizo ticket. I don't even know how to go about it. Si tumeingia tu India Murang'a, tunaandikia tu receipt, tukapatiwa, tukaingia. So you have the bags and nini. Mind you have never gone through this life before. Ever.
Yeah.
So Shiru starts crying uncontrollably.
Kwa gari.
Wait. So nakaa crying. Na niko na mabags amemwiba. This is domestic violence. So unaangalia tu kwa hapo zile za mob justice na angalia. So say hiyo I'm controlling, I'm like, babe. I'm telling you, she goes and goes.
Maybe I cried.
Why are you crying this time?
So first of all, I'm feeling very emotional. I'm feeling like, what? Tuko peke yetu? And I don't know how it's going to go on that other side. And I remember why I cried. I wanted to eat pineapples. You know, these pineapples that people sell on the streets. Because I read pineapples make someone dilate faster. So Nambia James, I want a pineapple. Kaniambia Caesar Street.
Eh.
Wow. Hata utaki kabisa kunisupport.
Since we are going towards Thika Road, we are going to request this driver tusimame Dalamere, we buy the paina.
Nini?
Wajiro atasikia? Del Monte, sorry, not Dalamere, sorry. Del Monte. Wajiro atasikia? Sasa
and then emotions are high.
Na wewe James kwani uko structured aje? Huwezi kula za town, huwezi
so me I'm like tuanze, I don't know.
Mimi namwambia hizo ndo nataka.
For the sake of sensitivity, I don't want to really say what was running through my head. So now to make matters worse, mtu wa chipo tena anakuja. Zile chipo
nataka hizo chipo.
Sasa huyu hata ni wale wa aeke chipo kwa paper.
Kale kanini.
Shiru akatoboa hapa kafika. This is now murder.
Sasa hiyo mimi nilipelekwa hiyo na Wamboi na alikuwa anataka hizo za.
Sindio.
Hata tukinunua hizo zingine alikuwa anaweka karatasi, anaweka nini?
Ina slap.
Ana nini anafinya.
Me was like no. Now this is how you start jera ineshito and everything. Because I'm going to kill your daughter in a matatu.
Hey.
I understand, she's too pregnant here. I am risking this baby. I don't know where this pineapple
this one is happening before mat iende.
Yani mat ijaja, but imejaa. Tuko kiti ya nyuma kabisa, imejaa hii kiti. Yani these people didn't even decide to sit tuko mbele where we can have the conversations and babe relax. Huyu anataka kusikia. Macho iko. Hey, nah, she's wailing. She's not even crying. So I'm seated there with some other guy. So he looks like he's a father. He looks like his life is figured out. He's actually even just trying matatu life. So he's looking at me. He's like, such a devil. I'm like, you don't even know what we've gone through to be here. So we go pole traffic huko. So we go. She's crying all the way.
Au unanunua chips?
Alikata.
Na pineapple?
Akakata.
No. Kai.
Yeah. So vile tulishuka tulimwambia let's now go and look for pineapples. Now kwa a fruit vendor.
So now mumefika Murang'a. So bado analia
but sasa ameacha kwa hysterical. Hiyo imeisha. Amebakisha.
Sasa utambaia fruits?
No, we actually tulishuka and I bought you pineapples, ndio? Yeah, I bought her pineapples and I was actually even going forward to buy now the chipos and everything. But now I was like, let's get like a proper vendor. Mtu hata unaweza mwambia nioshe. All right? Akakata.
Because this is James.
Yeah, this is James.
That's my wife. Let's start with that's my wife.
James was strict by the way. Nasikia hata hii time ameenda town ni mara yake ya pili. Na ya kwanza alikuwa amedropiwa lifestyle na driver. Sasa hii ndio ya kwanza. By the way hata wale hujui tao wewe.
I think sahi najua.
Yeah, no, just be frank.
No. Now I think I know. I think we have
ukiwe kwa Latema Road.
No, ndio nasema tunaweza enda na wewe. So we can walk.
No, like you.
We are with you. I mean,
no. Umepigwa umewekwa na lofa hapo.
Yes.
Can you?
Yeah, I think we can figure
without even looking them up.
No, we can figure out a way. I think it's not that bad. Yeah. Right now I think I have an idea.
All right.
I have an idea.
Tuende Murang'a. Tumefika Murang'a.
Sasa
unajua hosi ama unaenda na map ama unaenda na.
Sasa nikuuliza.
Yes.
Hii hospitali fulani na fulani iko wapi? Mnaambia mwende hivi. The good thing is it's not Murang'a, it's Keno.
Okay.
So the hospital is not so far away from
Keno,
where we were dropped.
Town. Yes.
What happened? Did you take a bike or we walked?
No, we walked.
Yeah.
We walked.
We walked.
When the penguin walk.
Pole tu.
Sasa si akona pineapple wako sawa. Then isham hit. Hey, na kuchinjwa huku. The last memories zake wacha zikuwe poa. So she flipped. Now she was happy. So we go in and we say, hey, we are here because of the ABCD. Of course, now the procedure for checking in and all that. And I think parents have an instinct because that time, our parents were really calling uncontrollably. Okay? And nikitu tujaona, like, you'd find them calling. Because unajua pia wanajua, anytime they would receive the call, yeah, mtoi anakam. So we go there, we go for it was a scan. Yeah, we go for a scan, mtoto ako sawa, anabit, anafanya nini. But then the doctor is like, mtoto ako ready kutoka. So you just decide to go for an elective. No, like, okay.
So the baby, venye aliangaliwa, he was 4 kgs. Yeah. So I was told, this is your first time giving birth, yes. So to avoid tearing, it's good we do CS. And I think we forgot to mention, the reason why we are going to Murang'a is because at that time, my cousin told me CS is 1,600. I'm like, wow. Then, because of NHIF and all those things. So me, I'm going because of the cost. Okay, 1,600 ni poa sana. So we go, and good thing, the baby is big, the baby is healthy. So I was told, let's go for CS because of safety.
Yeah. So I was asked, do you want to check in? Yes, I checked her in, everything. So I couldn't sleep over. So I had to go back because as much as we came with everything, I had to go back now. So, but now I couldn't go back all the way to Kikuyu. All right? Because now I was just saying I need to put up at a place close by. So I remember I was just talking to a friend, just called randomly. Hey, ukoaje nga? Hata niko hapa Keno nini? Nasi ukam niko home. So now they used to live up Thika Road. Niko home nini. Nikaambia hata nafikiria nitakuja, but not today. I don't know why. I was like, I'm looking for a place. And from Keno to here is not so far, so come. So I went to his place. So when I got there, good thing, stories just caught up with us. Tukaongea haya. It's 3 a.m. in the morning. So he's like, where are you going? Lala utoke asubuhi wende. So that morning is when Shiru was going now in for the CS.
Yeah.
Hey, my God, I prayed. I was praying on my way back now. So now I think my friend, either dropped me, I can't remember, but I didn't go by matatu again. So akani drop, either alini drop ama alinipe gari. I don't know what happened. But now I was in hospital. So I was in hospital, nimekaa hapo chini. So this is a theater room. This is where she's supposed to be, now brought in.
Na sasa uko solo?
Niko solo bado. Hakuna mtu nimeambia.
Na hujaambia hata wazazi?
Tunataka tuambie after mtoto amekuja.
My mom would have...
You don't have a friend this time hata kukushikilia nini?
No, I do. Like, you see, for us, it's the first time. It's literally the first time. I'd want you to think about someone who's going to buy land for the first time. They don't know how to do due diligence. It's just them and the wife, and they're like, kuna shamba iko hapa na inauzangwa hivi na hivi na hivi. And maybe they are able to pay immediately. So when they get conned along the way, that's when such questions come. You didn't do due diligence. You didn't have a friend. You didn't have someone to tell. You didn't ask around. So it was more or less the same thing.
So hata Shiru hana, mko tu wawili tu?
It's just the two of us.
My sisters have not told anybody.
Yes. So I remember that time my dad was in hospital doing dialysis. So when mtoto vile alikam, niko na Shiru akipelekwa hivi, niko na Shiru ako sawa. Nikauliza the doctor, where is the baby? Akasema the baby is with the nurse, but the baby is okay. Kaka niko na ameletewa mtoto. So I was not allowed to go into the ward because now the ward, the way it was for like different nursing mothers. So it was not like a private wing. So I was happy. So I called I think I started with my dad. Kaambia, hey dad, mtoto amekam. Hey, wacha nimalize dialysis na kam. So he was working in Meru at the time. He was working for the district hospital in Meru. Yeah. So he was going back to work that day after dialysis. So he used to come, do dialysis, stay home kidogo, then go back to work. So on his way back, he passed by. So now he started calling our parents. So
the same day,
mtoi si amekam.
Yes.
Mtoi amekam, alikam asubuhi.
Maybe 0 complication. It was very fast.
It was extremely fast. I think she was in and out in like 20 or 25 minutes. Wow. Yes. 0 complications, nothing. The baby was there. The girl looked okay, but of course tired. I think because of the anesthesia or something. So I then now started calling people. So I called my mom, mtoi amekam. Aya, mko wapi? Naambia mtoi amekam, like literally, Shiru ako ward na nini, wapi? Murang'a. What? What? Murang'a. So she now started ranting. Now it was in Kikuyu. So it's like, you first come and see the baby. So my dad-in-law was very composed. Akasema, glory to God. For him, I would say he's very liberal and sober. Ni wale watu wa, imagine you guys do your life. The best we can do for you is pray for you. Because you're adults. We can't start coercing you or telling you how to go about things. So, and they came, and in a few minutes, kwanza, like, my mom just came with the whole village. So, mpaka unashanga, what's happening? So, first of all, she comes, she's looking at us, Lisa, do I congratulate you first, or what do we do? It's like,
how did you, this decision ya kukuja
yes.
Keno ili?
So, because she has not heard of the hospital, she's a medic, probably she knows something we don't know. So, the panic was also very genuine. So, but me, naangalia mtoto ako sawa, na Shiru ako sawa. And I think, was it like the following day or a day later, she was discharged.
2-3 days later.
So they came to the hospital. It was so chaotic. Like, they were even trying to see if they can move us maybe into a private room. Like, they were trying to make a private room, so, because people are mean. Because now my mom is, hey, mwana nyoka, everybody, hey. So it became a little bit, like, it blew off.
Wow. So hii time sasa mtaenda wapi? Mtaenda kwa ile apartment ama mtaenda home?
So when you were discharged, like 2 days later.
2-3 days later, the wound was okay.
Yeah.
And I was free to go home.
Yeah. So comes in drama number 2 for.
Go ahead. He's a better storyteller. Me, I'm here.
So, of course, my mom is like, I've gone. So, at the time, she was working also for Naivasha District Hospital. So, we have a home in Naivasha. So, she was like, now, as a matter of fact, nitawatoa mbali na Nairobi. Come to Naivasha.
In Kikuyu, it's Kohioherio.
Kohioherio. So, my mom was like, this one now, you will not take it away from me.
Umemchenga ile ya hosi. Sasa
hosi,
ameona hii. Sasa hawa nikiendelea hawa.
Hawajui hata kuangalia mtoto.
Sijui wapi.
And I think she took a leave for a month or something. She like literally, we didn't even, she took okay, like properly. There is no day. Hata mtoto alikuwa analia tu hivi siku. Unamsikia amekam, ananoka. Can I take him? Hivyo. So like she took care of the baby. Uleza sama mtoto alikuwa wake. She took care of the baby kabisa. So the only time we had the baby is when maybe ana breastfeed, not washing, not changing and everything. But now between the hospital and Naivasha, so we used, nilitumia ile njia ya msitu. Unaijua ile huko nyuma.
Huko ni kwetu.
Yes.
Unapitia Mangu.
Yes.
Kamwangi.
Yes.
Kakoe.
Yes.
Unatokea flyover. So the road ilikuwa quite rough.
And I have a wound.
She has a wound. Mi najua kitu kaa hiyo. Do I even know what wounds do? See, it's the
so
first
drive zile zako?
Sikukimbia, but alikuwa ananiambia the wound inamuuma. But then again, she doesn't also want to look like ana pressure. Anaisema tu. Eleza, hey, uchunge, usigongesha sana. Kumbe, for her, by the time she's saying that, she's at like level 90 of pain. Hey, so me, I was driving to Papa. So we have the nanny, we have the child, and we got to Naivasha. But then I realized that also traumatized her, because she was like, you know, at that particular time, you're like, tungeenda home first, we get our act together, then we go to Naivasha. But me, I'm here like, no, tuendeni tu hivi first. So at that particular time, tumepata mom, ame prepare this masupu, mauji, and like it was such a big feast. Mwanani aroka, and things like that. It was an event all together. Wow. So, and we stayed there for a month.
Yeah.
Then after the month is when we came back. This in September.
Let's talk about the big wedding in Sawela.
Yeah.
That we held this year. You did a very big wedding, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have seen from that wedding, what made you choose Sawela? What made you choose that destination wedding? You bought of the hotel, tukakaa huko sijui siku ngapi sasa, and then nyumbani sasa. It was expensive. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Okay. I think Sawela is home for us. Let's start there. And we discovered that home the first time we saw Sawela.
Yeah, through Kina Felix.
And we saw it through our friends, Felix and Val. I think they've been on this show before.
Yeah.
So they visited the hotel when they were doing their annual, couples are serious, eh? You know, those AGMs. So this year, you like I was telling Felix, he's literally that man that, the trophy husband, because I've taken you for a date to discuss what do we do this year.
Yes.
So they had gone, I think, for a couple of nights to do that. And once they saw it, they came back to us and I was like, guys, I think we found a destination. Are you guys still doing your wedding in March? We're talking about January, mid-January. We had not even started
Now
one
that
single
one
plan.
is after Ratio.
Yeah, Russia on the 7th, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we hit it off like that. Then we moved on and told now our best couple. And they were like, you know what? Let's go and see the space. And we were like, we love it. We love it. So, because it's our vibe. It's rustic, it's old. It feels very in tune with nature. Like you can tell that the buildings have cropped up from the natural surroundings of the place. So I think that's one of the reasons
Why
we
the
did it.
big wedding?
Was it big really?
Hey, what is now big?
Was it big really? I think what was big was, the people who showed up. The friends, the family, the emotions, the support. I think for us that was what was big. Because a tent is a tent.
No.
A seat is a seat.
No. You're forgetting that you're also talking with Kajim, who is a CEO of Kajim Events. So I'm into the event space. The wedding was quite expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why did you choose that? Was it because ulikuwa unakumbuka zile stories za Matt? Kwenda Murang'a?
Also, having waited because now we have lived together for 7 years.
Oh.
Yeah. Having waited that long, first of all, we didn't want something mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's why it was
nice.
a destination
good.
wedding.
It was
and
beautiful.
everybody who was there, especially everybody, we say our friends and family made it for the wedding, and a good number of people spent over.
What advice would you tell someone who is probably planning their wedding from your experience of how you saw it and how we did it?
I think mi ntawatupa because you see for us, I can tell you for a fact, it's not the hard work, it's not the excellence, it's the grace. So if people actually realize that you don't need to toil like a donkey, you just need to live in the word. I'm not saying live in righteousness and holiness. Just live in what was left for you as a constitution as far as Christ is concerned.
Eish.
You understand? So I will not tell you, I cannot explain where the budget came from, all right? I cannot explain who put the burden in Kajim to support the wedding. I can't tell you who put the burden on Lord Jesus to support the wedding. I can't tell you, and everyone who was there, for example. You understand? But for us, what I can just tell everybody, not just because of the wedding and things like that, but with your partner, the moment you speak one language,
Things flow.
it is agreed in heaven. And God looks at you, Zileza, may I agree? And so be it.
All right.
That has been our story.
Wanjiro, money, business, and teamwork.
Okay.
How have you managed all this together, running a business together? Mind you, you are the strict one when it comes maybe to money. And ujamaa, hata saizi anaweza tuchafulia kila kitu.
I know.
Yeah.
I'd say alignment, spiritually, mentally, and also seeing the bigger picture. So when that is done, you don't have to over-explain other things. Things now flow. Because you're seeing the same focus. If this is our goal, then we are headed there. It's like a car. When it's well aligned, things flow. Yeah. So to sum it up, I'd just say alignment.
Do you believe in the modern way of people doing things? You can see people are now into the 50-50 way of doing this. That we are fanya hivi, we are fanya hivi. What's your take on that?
I'd say marriages are different. So, of course, depending on the person you're dealing with, it's hard to say yes and no because our times are different. Things are tougher, quote unquote, compared to how they were maybe 10 years, 20 years ago. So right now, the woman is forced to work, not because they have to. I mean, not because they don't want to stay at home, but because of how the responsibilities have increased over time. So I would say it's good to use your own wisdom because every marriage is different. I'd love to advise, but know yourself and your partner and understand why you're doing maybe the 50-50. It's probably because at that point when we were dating, I was doing 100 in terms of support, 100 in terms of but you see now things have changed.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time. So I'd say, yeah, I kind of agree with the 50-50, but not from a place of I have coerced you to do this, but from a place of understanding and a place of love. Yeah.
As a man, what's your view on the same about 50-50?
Personally, having gone through not even the 50, but 100 0.
100,
She's trying to be kind.
Yeah, she's just trying to say that, hey, babe, engage. But at that point, it also boils down to why are you doing the 50-50? You see, the dynamics of relationships, they are quite different. Okay, I would not advise on a percentage or a ratio.
Okay.
There's no ratio, there's no percentage. You understand? Like in our home, we don't have my money, her money. All right? She can wake up today and decide, I'll be going to work with a truck, for example. You understand? And then I can decide today, she will decide today, maybe, I'll come home. Because at the point you realize it's not you, and you understand what your source is, you will never hold. You know the reason why we do 50-50, 70-30, 10-50 is because of the belief that you think that it is you. So at the
your
point,
power.
yes, you die to self, wewe, uishe, wende, and you know that it's literally the grace of God. It does not rule out planning and wisdom and the way to do things. I am not saying that. All I'm just trying to say is if your source is unlimited, you will never go home to do 50. Because who are you doing the 50 for? Why don't you just give your family 100? If you can do it today, do it. If you can't do it, does not make you less a man.
Hey,
You understand? Yes, for me, it didn't make me anything less because she did what she did. No. You understand? But by virtue of being a human being, I reflect on those days and I'm like, she's like, hey, I want this. Okay, I won't mention, but I want this maybe from somewhere on Nini. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Why not?
wow.
Yeah, because our source is unlimited. Yeah.
Now, as we come to a conclusion of this podcast, do you still do the road trips?
Ooh. Now we're doing international trips.
We're doing the flight trips.
Yeah, road
I'm
trips.
sorry,
And
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we were in Nanyuki the other day. Just before in Nanyuki, we were in Dubai. So
I'm still traveling.
I think we are still.
Yeah.
Still eating life.
Yeah, we've traveled from home to Muthaiga. I mean, that's a road trip. We're always together, by the way.
yeah.
We're always together.
Wow, thank you so much. So as we come to a conclusion, who is the best cook? Who is a morning person?
I think it's me.
Somehow, if she sleeps early.
Who apologizes first after an argument? Very nice. Who takes longer to get ready?
Hey!
What's one thing you love doing together on lazy weekends? Both of you.
Hey, that one you see.
No? Guess.
No, I will not guess. You tell us. This is a show of married people. This is a show for couples.
We are learning to read the Bible more now.
Kwani, what have you been doing?
No, we read it, but we are learning to read it more.
But initially, what have you been doing?
Learning.
Wanjiro?
No, I don't think that's the right answer, babe. Usi, filter sana.
If you had a chance to describe Wanjiro in 3 words, describe Wanjiro.
Well, she's loving, extremely loving. She is very accommodating. All right, as far as and I'm describing my wife.
Yeah.
It's the relationship I have with my wife, and she's, I would say, she's motherly. Yeah, and I think some of these things you can attest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you guys come home, she'll never sit until she makes everybody is careful, well taken care of. Yes.
How would you describe Mr. James, CEO of Finewood Interiors?
Aggressive, like in a good way. Go-getter, stroke goal-oriented. Caring. Yeah.
Very nice. I wanted James to look at this camera and you tell your last words to the people that are watching us, and it has to do with marriage.
Yeah.
Your advice, your personal view about what marriage is and how marriage should be. Your personal views.
Okay. So, just like life, marriage is very spiritual. So, what I would honestly advise everyone is just align with your source, and your source being God. You will enjoy your marriage. You will never know your spouse 100%. They wake up today and they are someone different, but the grace that God gives you to walk through the corridors of marriage and the bed that sometimes is rosy and thorny, allows you to possibly enjoy it even in the bad times. So I would honestly request everyone that when you walk into marriage, just know marriage, like any other relationship, like any other thing, has to be founded on the right foundation. Like, it has to be based on the right foundation. And if your foundation is God, regardless of what storms come through, you will still keep calm and enjoy, this beautiful space called marriage. Yeah.
Thank you. Shiru, look at the camera.
Okay, so marriage is very personal, and your marriage is not the same as somebody else's. So avoid comparison. Know your person intimately. Let that person be your friend, and know that no marriage is the same. It's not the same as your parents, not the same as your best couple, not the same as your friends or something. So your marriage is yours, and it's for you, the two of you, to make it work.
Thank you so much, guys, for your openness.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your advice. I've also learned so much from you guys, and now it makes me now understand why you do things the way you do. Because if there are people that I know who works hard, it is you guys. And for the viewers who are watching us, these are the CEOs of Finewood Interiors. And we love your humility.
Thank
you.
We just love your humility.
Thank you.
And we look forward to even catching up. And now we understand, especially your part ya kuenda na madhiri. We now understand why even James is so aggressive. And if you relate with James, is that kind of a person that unaweza sema these guys that don't care. But it's because that he knew his source.
Yeah.
That's why. And I want also to thank you for also giving me a chance to be your MC during your ratio.
Thank you.
Your MC during your wedding.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Even for supporting Kajim events. We don't take it for granted. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That is the James family from Finewood Interiors. I know you have learned something. Comment on this video. Let us know who you would like us to host. And as I've always been telling you, every couple has their different stories. Make sure that you learn something. Make sure that you like, you subscribe, and of course you share this video to reach as many people as we can. We are growing. We are on actually to 30,000 subscribers. Please let us support us on that. And as I've always been saying, marriage works and marriage is work. My name is Kajim. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you.